Hi friends, I hope you had a wonderful Christmas with your family, that there was a flurry of wrapping paper, lots of giggles, and lots of hugs all throughout the Christmas week. We are now wrapping up 2021, and one of the things that I want to share with you today is how I like to journal at the end of the year and just kind of bring back together all the memories, all the things that I learned throughout the year, all of the areas that are going to help me to see what were some of the wins, what were some of the losses, and then that's going to help to set us up for a great start to next year. So let's spend the next 10 minutes and just journal, writing down 5 different areas that we're going to focus on. So go grab your journal, go grab your pen. Here we go. Welcome back to Tranquility Moms. I'm so glad that you are here. If this is your first episode watching, my name is Kathryn. I am part of the Tranquility Moms team. I am a mom of 2. I am a therapist that specializes in working with moms, and I'm a certified health coach. Our team of health practitioners and Christian moms are on a mission to recharge moms' body, mind, and soul. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. We want you to be part of our mom community. Today, let's journal together. Let's grab our notebook, and if you don't have just any notebook lying around, I've been sharing with you our Tranquility notebook. Just beautiful with a palm tree and 100 lined pages. It's just 6x9 size, so it fits nice and neat in your purse. It's in our Amazon shop. My daughter and I created it. She loves to make little notes everywhere. And that's it, right? Sometimes we get intimidated with journaling. We think, oh, dear diary, I need to pour out all my thoughts and feelings and I'll have it all clear with perfect grammar. No, not at all. Give yourself some grace and take a look at how just simple writing of bullet points or jotting down ideas. I have some of the moms that I work with are using this to create their wellness goals and just create a page. What do I want to improve about myself? Or maybe the book is to write down some things that you're trying to organize in your head and plan for. We're going to be doing a lot of planning and exercises in the month of January for you that are all about starting off the new year with the right steps to take to get to your goals. All right, let's get started with today's topic. I said what I learned in the past year. So whatever year you are watching this video, as I record this, it's 2021. And I think we wrapped up 2020 hoping, oh, that was a tough year, but next year is going to be amazing. And boy, we had a lot of bumps in 2021 as well. Things we didn't expect, more drama, more health concerns, more emotional stress. And so we can often leave that with a bitter taste in our mouths, feeling discouraged and angry and upset and resentful of how the year went down. But that's what we want to focus on. That draws in more negative energy. That shifts our lens, that instead of seeing what we could be grateful for, we are focused on all the things that went wrong. So today's journaling together is about really focusing on what you learned. Because I think if you can take away a lesson from things, and I think that's what my prayers and my focus and my faith this year has been with God, is I too have had, some ups and downs that I didn't expect, that I didn't like. And I said, God, what are you trying to teach me? What are the lessons? What are the self-improvement that I'm supposed to walk away with this? So let's go through. I've got 5 areas that we're going to be looking at together. And I want you to just take a minute or 2 with each topic. You could start a page in your notebook with each of these topics. You can pause the video, come back if you've got a lot to pour out on that subject. But these are prompts. These are things to get you focused on what am I even supposed to ask myself. The first area that we're going to look at for what I've learned in the past year is about your body. Now, we are growing and aging and changing. Maybe you were pregnant in this past year. Maybe you were nursing and your body took a lot of drain from that. Maybe you're going through a hormonal shift and you really noticed ups and downs and swings. Did you go through a health crisis this year? Put that down as, what did you learn about your body? Maybe the bullet point that you're going to write is that my body is stronger than I ever thought it could be, right? Maybe you overcame something like, wow, look at how I endured that. Amazing. Maybe you listened in to some aches and pains, right? I wrote in the blog one time that it was 2019 and I finally was paying attention to my own body. And I went into the doctor and she's like, you need 3 different surgeries. What have you been waiting for? Why have you been ignoring all of this? So sometimes we as moms, we're just, I told her, I'm like, I was on like go mode and focused on everybody else and what the kids needed and how can I meet their needs. I was not listening in. Our body tells us. Maybe you had some vitamin deficiency this year, lethargic, brain fog, irritability. Maybe you learned more about your anxiety and your depression this year, how the stress has impacted you, where it leads you to be a worrier, where you reach levels of panic and exhaustion. You obsess and repetitively think about things. Maybe some past trauma, you're really recognizing how the holidays, boy, it sparked it all back up again. Or was it something about your mood that you want to write down? You say, I learned that my mood fluctuates a lot during my hormonal cycle, maybe during the ovulation time, maybe during the PMS time. Oof, I'm noticing a pattern and I'm thinking, okay, I know what to eat differently. I know when to stay away from others. I know that that's part of what I need. And as I just talked about what you learned about your body, that you saw an overlap because some of that is leading to the second point. And the second point is about what I learned about my mind. And depression, anxiety, those are parts of how we're wired. That's part of how we take in stress. That's part of how our hormones shift us to have more of those mental symptoms. Did you learn about your mind that you need more quiet than you realize? That's me. Boy, oh boy. After the stress and everybody home e-learning and not being at work like I usually was, I realized how much I am a person who needs quiet. Or maybe with your mind, you wrote down, I realized that my mind needs organization. I need to every morning sit with my notebook and write my to-do list. This is going to get done. This is going to get done. Don't keep it all in your memory bank. Maybe your mind, you recognized I needed to really pay attention to what my body and my mind needed for sleep, what it needed for wellness and nutrition, right? We've been doing all these videos on energy foods and going for walks. And you said, my body and my mind, boy, they really crave those things. I need to do regular exercise to keep on top of my anxiety. Otherwise, the adrenaline starts to flood for me and I've got days and days of worrying and racing thoughts, and then I become very irritable. So what did you learn about that this year? All right, we're to number 3. What did you learn about your heart and your faith this year? Because those are so interconnected. Did you find your need to pray more? Did you learn that a morning devotional sets you to the right tone, to the right mindset, to focusing on your family members' positives instead of all the things they should change and do better and stop doing? Did you pray this year and really recognize how much God is taking us on this detour? It's His plan. It's His look at our life as to where He wants us to be. And did we listen in and lean on that? Or like the book, Mom Set Free by Jenny Cunyon, she helps us to say, you're set free. Stop trying to be the perfectionist. Stop trying to say, I know all the plans. I know all the answers. I will fix my kids' issues. I will do it all. And then you get to that mommy burnout and you think, No, that's not working. Okay, put that down in your journal. Write that down right now. That's one of your small little bullet points under the topic, my heart and my faith. What I learned in the past year is that I need a faith community. I need to worship with others. I need to serve and give back. Those are things that you found out about yourself. Those are things that, wow, when you gave to that neighbor that was homebound and struggling, maybe they had a diagnosis this year, and you say, I helped them out, and I learned about myself how much that giving helped me. So we've looked at your body, we've looked at your mind, you've looked at your soul, your heart, and your faith, your wellness plans that you can put in place for all of that. Now we're ready to look outside of ourselves of what we've learned and what we've learned about our relationships. There was a lot of togetherness in 2021. That led to a lot of families in tension, a lot of families picking on each other, pet peeves really coming out. But what did you learn about the relationships this past year? Did you reflect on your marriage and say, you and your husband really do need to assign quality time together? That's not just going to happen. It's not just going to nice and neatly fit into the schedule. You need to plug it in like it's an appointment on the calendar. And you say, that's it. That's what I'm going to do with my husband, so that we're connecting. We're hearing each other. Maybe sometimes that togetherness time is just watching a show. Maybe it's really opening up. Maybe, like my husband and I, we're going to do our big move in 2022 to Florida. It's life-changing. All the aspects that are going to be adjusting in our lives. We're excited and we're terrified, but we're in it together. And so I love when he and I just sit and daydream and talk about what it's going to be like and talk about what it's going to do for our kids and how excited we are. That closeness helps me to remember how important that love relationship is. Right? In our GLOW model, God-centered living, love relationships and our love connections, our outdoor nature, and our wellness choices. That whole GLOW model reminds us that these are all the important things that recharge us. Maybe relationships with your kids. Did you pay attention this year to how one of them really, really appreciates touch? And I have Gary Chapman's book, The 5 Love Languages, in our shop. We have it as our Amazon affiliate program. And we talk about how maybe you notice that child needs a lot of positive encouragement. They are done being criticized and corrected, and they're at an age where they need a lot of correction. But you recognize I needed to pay more attention to them this year in the positive things that they're doing, in the good of their heart, of what God's purpose is for them, and how I am the mom to lead them to that. Relationships, maybe that was in the workplace. Maybe that was with extended family, working through the differences of political opinions and hot topics and decisions that are being made for your family, and saying, how did I deal with those relationships with the adult version of me? Not regressing to my overly emotional young self. This is who I am. I want to be confident in who I am. I want to show and have respect in all of my relationships. And my last area is my fun one, right? I'm so glad you stuck around, because when we talk about wellness and relationships and faith, what's our last area of Tranquility Moms? Travel. Okay, what did you learn about travel this year? Now, I've talked to a lot of my friends and they didn't get to travel. There were restrictions or health reasons or financial reasons, and they said, I really need a vacation. Vacation is like key to my mental health. I'm like, okay, you learned that this year. You said that's important. We're going to book it. We're going to block our schedules next year. We're going to make this happen. Or maybe travel, in the past, some families did extravagant big vacations. Well, maybe your bullet point was, it was such peace and connection to just rent a little cabin for the week. Quiet and serene, right? There's our tranquility word. You just got to sit and be with those that you love. I love the ocean, right? I have the ocean at home. Now I'm here at the office today. I've got the ocean here. We're moving to Florida because I love the ocean. That happy place. We went to Florida this past year. and just being there amongst the palm trees, amongst that crystal blue sky and the water. That's what centers me. That's what brings me closer to nature and God's beauty. Okay, then I need that. And that's key to just who I am. So that's a fun one. What did you learn about travel this year? What did you learn about how important outdoor nature and how you can incorporate that through your day-to-day at your house, going on nature walks, going on scavenger hunts and exploring with the kids, or let's book a trip. Where are we headed, right? Put it in the comments down below. Tell us what you want to do for 2022. I can't wait to hear your answers. That's it, guys. All of these 5 areas are just small, quick questions that prompt you as we journal together and sit down and think about my body, my mind, my heart, my faith, my relationships, and what do I love about travel? Those areas are the core of what we do here at Tranquility Moms. We have the blog, we have the YouTube channel, we have Facebook and Instagram. We invite you to be part of our community because we're ready to start 2022. We've got lots of planning and exciting ideas to share with you. I'm hoping my book will be out in 2022, so that's exciting for me too, to share with you more of this information and all of the resources that the 3 of us have on our team as health practitioners and Christian moms, here to give you the support and encouragement that you need to just recharge that drained battery to a full battery. So take some time, and today, moms, take care of yourself.